Hey film fans, my name is David. This is Film Collector Archive, and today we are talking the Evil Dead, the Groovy Collection. Now I'll say this right here at the outset, this is not a new edition, but this is an edition that I obviously just picked up for my collection. Amazon had this on a price that I just couldn't say no to. It was kind of in the mix of some of the pricing reductions for Black Friday, and just kind of in that mix. And so I believe the price that I pulled the trigger on for this was about $45, which again was a price that I had to pick it up. So here we have the Evil Dead collection. Now I know some of the reviews on this set, or something that's pointed out here, is that there's kind of an omission here of one of the films, and that is Army of Darkness. So here, and Army of Darkness, by the way, has received the 4K treatment recently from Scream Factory, so I would immediately point you that direction if you want to maybe pick this up and then, you know, still have kind of the complete collection. Definitely get the Scream Factory edition on Army of Darkness. I think they have a steelbook variant and then the kind of the standard, or, you know, the slipcover edition. But housed here, though, we have Evil Dead 1 and 2, and then we also have Ash versus Evil Dead, the complete collection. So you get all 3 seasons of that show, as well as Evil Dead 1 and 2, and obviously it's housed in this pretty neat looking box here. I really enjoy the cover art here. Obviously this is a very wide format, which, to be honest with you, I'm getting more and more resistant to buying sets of this format, just because the obvious issue of shelf space. I mean, if you're wanting to display this, you can put it on the shelf and just kind of have it, you know, up on its side, you know, on the bookcase. But I mean, the height here is tremendous, and then, you know, if you put it this way on the shelf, obviously that's a lot of width, and so it's just kind of an awkward set. But this is one that really is meant to be kind of displayed and have the artwork shown, so I will find a spot for it. You know, and I'll probably end up displaying it, you know, in this kind of wide format, just because the artwork is really neat, and I've got some space for it. So anyways, yeah, so this is so we have 3 discs for Evil Dead, 2 discs for Evil Dead 2, and then 6 discs for Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now I want to note here, Evil Dead 1 and 2 are both offered in the 4K format. It is dual format, so you get the 4K and Blu-ray discs. And then with Evil Dead, disc 3 is actually a DVD, and that houses the special features. Evil Dead 2 is a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc, and then again Ash vs. the Evil Dead is 6 discs on Blu-ray, so no 4K offering with the show, which is totally fine. And then on top of all of that, you get a digital code for everything here, so that's something to note as well. Being an unboxed video, obviously we want to get the set unboxed, so what I'd like to do is switch over to the overhead camera. We'll take an in-depth look at what's included here, so that you can be informed on whether or not this is a purchase that you'd like to make. I don't know what the current price is on Amazon for this set. Again, I picked this up for around $45 during the Black Friday rush there, you know, kind of I think it was about maybe the week after Black Friday. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch over to that camera and get this set unboxed. Alright, you guys, so here we have the set for the Evil Dead Groovy Collection. Now this is going to be one that's a little bit it's going to be a little bit tough to keep this in frame. Obviously, we have this in frame now, but once I open the box and show you the mechanism on kind of how this opens, we might be out of frame a little bit, so I'll have to kind of scan and kind of show you everything that's included here, so bear with me. But first things first, let's get the shrink wrap taken off of here. Yeah, so just a really wide format on this one, and that's right off the bat, that's definitely what you notice is, well, let's keep this on the back here, is the wide format. So here is our info card, which I always discard. Of course, I want to be careful here. So there's the contents. You can, of course, pause this at any time and read over the details here if you'd like to. In fact, I might keep that, and sometimes what I do is I fold these in half and then kind of throw them in the box, and then you get this nice sticky glue there on the back. It's nice that it's just one glue dot instead of, sometimes they'll do multiple, which I always hate. So I will set that aside. So here on the back, we have a really cool presentation of course, the cabin, and you have these vines, and they have kind of this, so they're kind of a silver foil, but they're kind of like spot glossed. You can kind of see there as I tilt the box up and down that they're kind of a spot glossed, kind of a foil look there. All right, and then going to the front, of course, we have ash on the cover there. So really neat. And then this is where it's going to get tricky. Okay, so there we have I guess we'll call that the spine, the Evil Dead Groovy Collection, the 4K logo there with, this is put out by Lionsgate. Lionsgate's been doing a lot of great work. They seem to be at the forefront of great packaging. I know they're doing a lot of great work with steelbooks and things like that. For all you steelbook people out there, for me, not even being a steelbook guy, there's a few of the Lionsgate releases that I couldn't help myself and I had to pick up. But anyway, so this box opens up like this, and these pieces don't detach, but what happens is you open this up, and yeah, so that does not come off, but you open this up, and this is really cool. You have Ash with his boomstick there, and this is really nice because you have this little pull tab or this ribbon, and that helps you obviously pull out the book here. So underneath here, we do have our digital code. But yeah, the discs are housed. Now I know this is typically polarizing with people. It's either it's kind of a love it or hate it type thing on how these discs are housed. I personally don't typically mind it with the high def discs, just because there's the anti-scratch coating. But I know we do have a DVD in here, special features for Evil Dead. So with DVDs, it gets a little tricky. So yeah, I mean, maybe not optimal. I wouldn't call it optimal packaging, but that's what we get here. So looking down in the box, you can see the inside here. We have this kind of pool of blood kind of look, but when you put the ribbon there, and then this closes back up nicely. So I'll go ahead and just set that aside for a moment while we take a look, if we can focus there. Take a look at the star of the show here, which of course is Ash. But then we have Groovy here. Very clever on how they present that there. And then on the back, not much, but I do love the design actually there as well. And then you do have on the spine of the book the Evil Dead Groovy Collection marking or logo there. Okay, so we open this up and we have this is really nice. I like that they're using the original. If I could get it in frame, I just realized I'm out of frame, so you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. So we have the kind of the original Evil Dead artwork or poster art here, which is really cool. So the Evil Dead from 1981, you get a nice synopsis there, quote from Stephen King, and then the film title. And going over here, so we're presented with, so this is interesting, so we're presented with 2 discs here. So we have the Evil Dead on 4K, and I can already tell I'm going to be doing some disc arranging here, because what they've done, and that's just kind of a pet peeve of mine, I guess, just how the discs are arranged. And then here you have the Evil Dead 2. But we're on the page, of course, for the Evil Dead, not the Evil Dead 2. I'm assuming when we flip the page here that we're on the Evil Dead 2. So 1987, again, you get your synopsis and the great original art there. And yeah, so you get your Evil Dead Blu-ray disc. So in fact, we're going to just do this right now. So for me, whoops, I would actually put the Evil Dead Blu-ray disc there, so you have just Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. So there's our 4K disc there. Gotta check your discs for scratches, obviously, but everything looks in order. Then we have Evil Dead 2, the Blu-ray disc. So that seems a bit more logical to me on how to order those discs. Okay, so now we are jumping into Ash vs. Evil Dead. This is season 1. Sorry, did we get all the way over there? So there's that artwork. And then this is on Blu-ray, not 4K, but we get a Blu-ray presentation there. And this is nice because you have the listing of the episodes right on the disc. So complete first season. Listing of episodes there. All right, so we have Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2. Again, in a 2-disc presentation here. And I like the kind of all throughout the kind of blood splatter presentation on these pages. Now you'll notice on season 2 here, we do not have a listing of the episodes on disc, which is a little bit puzzling that wouldn't be kind of the same throughout. And then this is my favorite piece of art from Ash vs. Evil Dead, is this this shot right here, or this piece of art, marketing material, whatever you want to call it. So season 3, and again, it looks like we do not get an episode listing on the disc. So for some reason that was just a season 1 thing that they decided to do. Season 3, disc 2. Then I'm assuming we're gonna have our special features disc. Yeah, so here we have Sam Raimi, and then with the bonus content. Now this is the DVD disc, and DVD in the slipcase or bookcase style packaging here does worry me a little bit, but that disc looks to be completely fine. So there is your special features, and then on the end here, that's kind of a look at the artwork there. So really cool. And then that's the end of the book. I think in a set like this, to kind of be really premium, I think it would have been cool to see some kind of a booklet included. But I mean, you know me, if you follow this channel at all, you know how much I love a good booklet, or even full-on book that we get with some of these amazing boutique releases. But overall, though, I think you're given a good amount here in this set. Just, yeah, it feels like there's room here for, yeah, just kind of a nice booklet, you know, kind of wide format booklet, you know, something that might match like the Shawscope sets, where they're the same kind of wide format. They have the discs housed in a book like this, and they have an actual booklet like that. That's a great overall package. So maybe a missed opportunity there, I don't know. And then this all closes up nicely. But yeah, great presentation here from Lionsgate on the Evil Dead Groovy Collection. And yeah, it's seems to be a nice collector's piece. Definitely something that you may want to display. But I guess if you really run out of space, you can, you know, throw this thing up on its side and, you know, with some other books or whatnot. But definitely a display piece here from Lionsgate. Alright, that brings us to the end of another video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come by the channel and watch this video. I do hope that was helpful and informative, and that if this is a set that you're wanting to pick up, that you're able to grab a copy for yourself. Price may vary, again, depending on you know, when you check Amazon, obviously. But yeah, $45 for this set seems just about right to me. So at that price point, I would say definitely pull the trigger if you're interested in this set. Maybe even a little bit more if you're a big Evil Dead fan, but that's kind of my general thoughts there. Let me know down in the comments whether you have seen the Evil Dead films, what your thoughts are on these films, and then Army of Darkness, and then there's obviously the remake Evil Dead. Let me know what you think about kind of the overall franchise. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like talking all things film collecting, that type of thing, I do invite you to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and finally the bell icon. That will, of course, notify you when I upload new videos in the future. And until next time, I hope you're able to watch a lot of great films.